Please be advised this podcast is all nonsense. Nothing you hear or see while adventuring with the worm should be taken seriously, or more importantly, fact-checked. Try not to let the mispronunciations distract you from the knowledge being shared. You're just riding with two worms trying to have a good time. You know we've got loads of fresh milk because we forgot to portion.
I don't know how fresh it is now, but we had loads of fresh milk.
No, there's still loads of fresh stuff.
Are you sure?
It's cold.
Okay.
So
we got loads of cold milk.
Potentially off or not off, but you know, it's like Schrodinger's cat, isn't he?
Schrodinger's milk.
Yeah, Schrodinger's milk.
We need to stop taking his milk.
Schrodinger's cat milk.
Okay.
But what food items do you think go really well with cold milk?
I mean, the obvious is cereal.
Yeah, we can't just eat cereal. Oh, also, I meant a glass of milk.
Oh, so a milk on the side?
Yeah.
Biscuits?
Yeah, biscuits go better with a hot drink.
Nah, I think
cookies go better with milk, but like, as in like a natural chocolate.
I like a nice hobnob with a glass of cold milk.
Well, you might have to spread your milk. So there is a possibility you might have to think differently around this. It's going to be more of a cottage cheese style milk. Yeah, but that's like a snack.
Sorry, about a meal?
Yeah, like what?
So if you go to a restaurant and you order a meal, what goes best with the milk?
Yes. So you know when you go to like a fancy restaurant, they do a wine pairing for you. But if you were like, oh, I know what wine I want, can you suggest a meal?
Yeah.
And they go, oh, what wine would you like? I'd like a glass of milk.
Yeah, what would you suggest with my meal?
Yeah.
What if they just said cereal?
Well, most restaurants don't do cereal.
How do you know? Have you ever ordered cereal at a restaurant?
No, it wasn't on the menu.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they can't do it.
Ooh. Now, I'd say, what would you recommend off the menu?
Okay, off the menu. Right, okay.
I don't want to be, because they'll be saying, oh, it's cereal. Oh, it looks like rabbit droppings. No, it's definitely some sort of Nesquik. It smells like rabbit droppings. There's grass in it and everything. No, it's Nesquik. Just eat it.
It's organic Nesquik.
Exactly. I don't want to be, like, thrown a curveball because I decided to go test the person at their job. So I wanted... See, I think a sandwich goes really well with a...
Yeah, I was going to say, it had to be something that doesn't have much dairy in it, so you couldn't go for like a tagliatelle, because that's just...
Oh, really? I was going to say a cheese toastie might go quite well with a glass of milk.
Okay, maybe because the dairy aspect of that is quite... It's not like a sauce. I think if you had like a dairy sauce, like a carbonara, and then a glass of milk, you're going to get the cheese sweats.
Yeah. No, not even the cheese sweats. I think you get that sort of like creamy lining of your mouth. You know when you eat too many glasses of fat?
Yeah.
And it lines inside. Or, you know that time when we were doing oil chugging?
Yeah.
After, like, about, I don't know, a glass of oil, it's really in your mouth, isn't it? It's just really claggy. You can't get rid of it either. You know how much mint I chewed on to
you
get
have
rid
to
of
drink
it?
Swarfiga.
Yeah, well, I was doing it with mint. But just chew enough mint. I feel like a cowboy. For some reason, I'm going bread related. I don't know why.
My hair just keeps going to biscuits. I can't diverge from the biscuit.
You're stuck in one plane,
I am, yeah.
Too linear.
Too linear.
3D. Throw yourself some shapes.
I think biscuits and milk is just too good of a combo.
It is. I was just thinking more of a meal aspect. What do kids have when they go and they get milk?
Like fruit.
Oh, don't they get like spaghetti?
Where have you been?
I don't know, I'm guessing.
The spaghetti and milk restaurant.
Didn't open very long. Not many franchises. Do you remember Wimpy?
I do.
I think they would have a milk and something combo. I think that's why they went out of business.
Do you know where you used to get a lot of Wimpies? Strangely. At bowling alleys. Whenever I went to a bowl, there's always a Wimpy. And do you know what? If you wanted service, there's nobody ever there.
It's because there was nothing to serve. No one wanted the Wimpy. They were like, oh, no one's going to order anything. What's the point? Oh, well, we'll just turn the lights on, make it look like it's still functioning.
Yeah, I don't know why Wimpies were so attracted to bowling alleys, but...
I reckon they sort of struck up a deal. Because it wasn't just any bowling alley. I think it was a certain franchise.
Yeah, I think it's Tenpin.
Yeah.
I think so.
And Tenpin was quite popular, as in that name. So I think they must have had every time you open a Tenpin.
Well, I think Tenpin went belly under, so...
Well, Wimpy and Tempe were trying to keep each other alive. What they were actually doing was, oh, dude, you can do this. Keep the business going. They're like, oh, we're not doing too well. Can you keep the business going? Oh, we're not doing too well either.
Wimpy, you sold no burgers this month. Yeah, we can't afford to hire staff in the Wimpy. We can turn the lights on and leave.
Can you not make some money back with bowling? No one's turning up for bowling. You know how many
and the ones who do just want a burger, and they leave.
So what are we going to do with all this milk?
We could
turn it into cheese.
No, I don't know how to do that. I know you can turn it into butter by whisking it.
Can you freeze butter?
Yeah, you can freeze butter.
There you go. Freeze
but
butter.
Then we'll have loads of buttermilk left.
Okay.
Left over.
Good question then. What can we do with buttermilk?
So I was going to say what we could do is give it to those lost children that always put their faces on the side of milk cartons because they're always after milk.
The children are?
Yeah, because they're thirsty, aren't they? Because they're lost. So if we can find them...
I think, in fairness, they were trying to drive up milk sales, weren't they?
Maybe. That's a good point. The only way to find out who's missing was to buy milk. Were the milk people stealing the kids? Because they're like, wow, they're going to know who's missing.
Oh, you know what? It's probably not. Maybe that's why they took them off the milk. They're like, this is not working. People are catching on and not liking this idea. I think it's pretty risky, if I'm honest.
Maybe.
Though, you have made me think of something.
We're not kidnapping again. We did that once and it didn't work out.
Right, back to square one. No. Buttermilk, use it to make fried chicken.
Yeah.
Then use some of the milk, because you can obviously make cheese from the milk that we've got as well.
Yeah.
So we can make toasties.
Okay.
Butter.
Yeah.
And we've still got some of the milk left over. We can get all rid of it in one go. It will just be like a milk-related... You have a glass of milk with your cheese toasty, which has your southern fried buttermilk chicken, and here's some butter.
We've got to get chicken from somewhere. Can't we do something else with the milk that's fried milk?
Okay, so we've got milk, we can make cheese, and we've got the butter for the toasty. We just need to find a use for the buttermilk.
Fried butter? So, you know, if you...
No, but...
Deep fried buttermilk butter?
No. Deep fried cheese, because you get deep fried cheese anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So if you use a buttermilk coating for the cheese... Oh, that would be the best toasty ever as well. Think about it. Because you'd have cheese, fried cheese with a buttermilk coating in a toasty, with your cold glass of your milk, put butter on both sides of the outside bread, or put a bit in the pan. There you go. We'll get rid of this in no time. We might not have enough milk. Should we get more milk?
We'll have to buy more milk.
Yeah.
When you get milk and you whisk milk and you get butter, and then you end up with buttermilk and butter. What happens if you whisk buttermilk? What's the product you get from that? And then what's the liquid? Is that just water at that point?
So whatever the product we get, it'll be something buttermilk. Because you start with milk,
yeah.
You whisk it, you get butter.
Yeah.
So the logical reason for calling the leftover was just putting those two words together.
Yeah,
so whatever we do make...
The milk of butter.
Yeah. So whatever we do make, it will be...
The milk of buttered milk.
Yeah, so say it makes... I don't know.
Buttermilk milk.
Sellotape. It would be sellotape buttermilk. Now, if churning buttermilk makes sellotape, we're sorted for Christmas.
Yeah, got all the sellotape. I got a feeling it's not going to, but I mean, I can't write it off because I don't know enough.
There is a potential. It's probably going to be something more organic.
Yeah,
sellotape. But no one's done it.
Sellotape has to come from somewhere, so why not buttermilk? At the end of the day,
no, but we know sellotape comes from trees. Sellotape trees. It'd be interesting to whisk buttermilk again. Do you reckon it would just bring off more water and it would just be like a solid? For some reason, I have this idea that it'd make some sort of weird cottage cheese.
Yeah, maybe it would just separate.
Yeah, like a sludge.
Maybe.
Ooh, sludge buttermilk. Ooh, you got any milk?
Only oat milk. I don't think you can make.
So, oat milk, if you whisk it enough, do you reckon you just get your oats back?
It returns back to oats, yeah.
Ooh. Would you whisk it to do that, or what's the opposite of whisking?
You just whisk it the other direction.
Does that also depend on if you're in the northern or southern hemisphere?
Of course.
So what would we do?
We have to...
punch it!
Yeah, we have to whisk it up and down.
Well, we haven't got one of those. What else moves up and down? Jackhammer?
Yeah, we can put a whisk on the bar of one of them.
Oh, we've got a lot as well, so in fairness, we want to work in volume.
What about those shake weight things?
Yeah, but that's manual power. We can't hold them.
We can't hold them.
At least with the jackhammer, we can just rig it up to the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, we could... Oh, okay. We could get those shake weight things, hang it from the roof, and we'll just put the ship in, like, an up and down motion. So essentially, the ship does the work. Because then we don't have to worry about plugging in the shake weight.
I don't think you can plug in a shake weight.
Well, that's it. Whereas you'd have to worry about plugging in a jackhammer.
Yeah.
With the shake weight, we can just leave it, and whenever we're travelling, it'll do the work for us.
That's true. When you're in space, which way is up and down?
It's not forward and back or left to right.
Okay, that's fine. We just have to figure out which ones those are.
Yeah, so if we work backwards, we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll work out up and down. Well, even better, if we try all directions, only one of those directions is going to separate it and make oat milk.
Yeah, that's true.
Or make oats and milk.
Oats
so
and
whatever we do, if it doesn't make oats and milk, then we've gone the wrong way.
What happens if we get it wrong?
Okay, so there's a risk something bad could happen, or it could just do nothing. Now, the problem with having the ability to move in 3 dimensions, as in, how many degrees is that you can move in?
360, isn't it?
More than that.
What?
Because 360 is just that way.
Yeah, I suppose.
But then also, it wouldn't be 360, it'd be 180 because you just go back and forth.
Yeah.
But then you can do very slightly at that angle, very slightly. Oh, the iterations on that. It's a good thing we live forever. It's going to take a while. And only one of them specifically brings it back to oat milk. I think we probably should work it out before we attempt it.
Yeah, just in case.
There is a possibility that it creates angry oats.
Angry oats.
Oh, that'd be a good breakfast cereal, that would. Angry oats. You know, for like...
Oh, yeah, I like that. I reckon that's the market for angry oats.
Angry oats.
Yeah. For like those days where you don't just want to be fueled, you want to be angry as well.
What scenarios is it good to be angry in?
Driving.
Yeah, that's pretty much like the main one.
Yeah, everyone's always angry in the driving set. Must be good.
Angry
Fishing.
oats.
I think if you're fish angry, you're probably more productive.
Yeah, I think the problem with people catching fish is they're too relaxed.
Yeah.
That's why you only catch one fish at a time.
If you're angry at the fish, then they know.
Or just if you're just angry in the purpose of catching the fish.
But if the fish see you angry, they're not going to mess you about.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to do that thing where they tug on the line a little bit. They're going to hook themselves on straight away and just say, take me. Take me to your leader. Got saved that, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Let's give it a go. See what we can do. Let's get some of them angry oats.
That's the commercial as well. Let's get some of them angry oats.
We still got to work out how to make angry oats. We said we might end up making angry oats.
Yeah, but somewhere out there, angry oats already exist. You know that.
Yeah, but no.
And they're going to come for us.
No, but nobody.
Do you want to take on the corporation of angry oats? Because I don't.
I thought nobody had made them. There is a corporation called Angry Oats, but it's also called Angry Oats Pending because they haven't actually made Angry Oats.
Yeah, but I still don't want to mess with them because if we do create angry oats and they've already got the patent ready and waiting.
But what have we got what have we created that's going to help us not, back down from these guys? We've got the Angry Oats. So just as soon as they come knocking on the door, we're like, eat your Angry Oats. Quickly run outside and go, drive against you. Got it. So it's fine.
Okay.
We just got to make sure they don't catch wind of it before we've made them.
Come and steal our angry oats.
Well, if they find out we're trying to make angry oats before we've actually managed to make angry oats, then we are in a sticky situation.
It's a very happy song for an angry cereal.
The problem is people want to be angry, but they don't want other people knowing that they're angry.
Nah, I just want to be angry on the inside.
Yeah, so they want to be angry on the inside and only have to bring it out if they need to. Now, if it's an angry commercial, people go, I don't really, that sounds a bit too angry.
Yeah.
We don't want to be like those milk people and the kids. Let's be nice about this. Let's not just start keeping milk away from kids and putting them on boxes. Those kids don't even want to be on those milk cartons.
Well, yeah, but they, that's the milk corporation for you, isn't it? Stealing kids, putting them on milk cans.
That's not why we've got loads of milk, by the way. We weren't buying it for that. We bought it because we were going to do a soiree. We were going to do a cat festival. We've heard they like milk. Well, cats can't have real milk, can they?
I was going to say, isn't that like a thing that you're not meant to give cats milk? I'm sure. It's just somebody out there knows something about cats.
Maybe somebody's got a cat, potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
It'd be helpful if they knew more about cats.
It would, wouldn't it? They'd made them a responsible cat owner.
We'll ask the Egyptians. They love cats.
They did love cats, yeah.
They'll know everything about the cats. You think about how to get to Egypt.
Yeah.
It's far.
It is far. And they've got those big stone cats protecting them.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Should we do a question?
Yeah, it's
oh, look, I got the first!
You beat me to it. He's
so excited.
ways.
Which
Oh,
one
you
do
can ask it then, because you...
Which one do you want to do?
The first one?
Oh, okay. What was the worst song that was ever written?
There's been a lot of songs in the history of forever. And probably some that haven't been...
Oh,
Yeah, there's probably some pretty bad ones that haven't ever been released, actually.
but were written?
But were
Oh,
written.
my God. Are we going to have to go for released stuff?
Yeah,
Or are we going to have to hit the old written song archive?
Yeah, we'd have to snoop around so many people's like bedrooms and have a little snoop in their diaries to see what they'd written.
Don't they, as soon as they get written, they just get filed in the old archive? You know,
Some do, but you can stop them.
Well, you couldn't before. When there was Now 70, you know, that now that's what I call music, 78.
Yeah,
Or whatever it was called when it started.
there's probably one.
No, it wasn't. It started on the year, didn't it? Or did it start on the number?
No, I
That's
thought-
called
I
Music
thought-
1.
Yeah, and I thought it was a number.
It was a number, but I don't know how they decided on the number.
Well, they started at the first number.
Yeah, but was that 1 or
One.
was that the year? Did
No,
go-
they don't. I think they used the year. I think they just used a number. Like, it's no, that's what I
They
call
did when they
music.
got into the 2000s, though.
Yeah, because they're running out of numbers.
When you get to 2000, you do run out of
the
numbers.
people who were there working there, they'd got so high, they're like, what number comes next? No, man, we don't know. We're just going to start using the year.
Probably worked for Frank Carter. They get distracted a lot. So.
Yeah.
They started the archive, didn't they?
They did.
They
But
started-
they only released things that they thought that they would call music. So
Yeah.
they writ off a lot of things.
Yeah,
that they
because
were
now
like, not
that's what you
music."
call music. You wouldn't go, oh, yeah, you've written that, but that's not music. Let's put it in there anyway.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Because
But-
they managed to cut out... Like, I think the albums they released were only about 20 to 30 songs. So across the whole year, there was only really 20 to 30 songs that they considered music that year.
But I also think that's quite accurate, isn't it? It's what they were releasing wasn't a lie. Now that's what I call music. That is what they called music because that's why they put it in there.
yeah,
what
but
a
then...
perfect name for
But
a
anything
CD.
else that was released just it wasn't music. Because it didn't make the cut. So imagine...
But is that full stop or according to them?
No, that they were the authorities in this. They made the decision and they released. So the year happened, and then they put together their compilation of going, well, okay, we've reviewed all the music of the year.
Okay.
This is what was music this year. Everything else you failed, you didn't pass.
How fast after the year ended did they manage to get that thing out? I can't
I well,
remember.
no, because they were reviewing it all year. Every time a song came out, they would have reviewed it, and some were probably discarded straight away. Like that's not music. Then
So they
others-
put it on a ranking list as soon as music comes out, and then as soon as something better came out, you drop
No,
off the
no,
list.
I don't think there was a ranking list. I think it was black and white. It was music and not music. And then maybe there was some that had a bit of a grey area, and there's like, we'll have to review this at the end of the year.
Okay.
Because of obviously trends change and things happen. Maybe this will be considered music at the end of the year. And then end of the year, these are all the songs. Like there wasn't, this is the top 20 songs. No, these are all the songs.
Yeah, but
were
that was
music.
it. They always stayed within a limit of the number of songs.
No, I think it was just coincidence that every year there's roughly that because
Same amount of songs.
just on like the standard like
Of music alone.
yeah, every year a set number of music is released, and there's always roughly about the same who get it right, and then yeah. So I think it's just coincidence.
I think
It's always-
also you made a good comment about trends changing because there are loads of artists that just might have got onto that's what they call music for 1 year,
Yeah.
because they were able to write one good thing, but this is where all the other stuff they wrote just got put in the
Yeah.
in the
it
old
just
filing
wasn't,
cabinet.
wasn't music anymore.
Yeah. So, how are we going to find the worst written song then?
Well, we'd have to collect all the now. That's what I call music that they've ever, because once we've got 1 to whatever it's on now, we'd have a collection of all the music, and then we'd have to.
Yeah,
we'd
but
have,
it said song that was ever written. Are we just going to go with the fact that we can only judge it on
yeah, we can only judge it on released, and
because we only go into people's bedrooms at Christmas?
yeah, and the quickest way is just to
Take all the music.
take all the music. Yeah, because otherwise we've got to cover so many bases.
Would we then have to pitch our suggestion of what was the worst song to the music authority?
I mean, we could, but I don't
Because
think...
they're the ones who actually say what is music. So they'll still have whatever was music. But that doesn't mean that they thought, oh, this is music, but this is great. They just had to go, well, that is music. We don't like it, but it is music. We've got to put it in the album.
So there's probably lots of things on there that they don't like.
So would we have to get their input?
Well, we could ask, because they probably already have a short list of the worst and best.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think with the fact that it doesn't say what's the worst song that was ever, and that we think. It wants to know the exact answer. What was the worst song?
We probably would have to consult them then, because they've probably got
to...
some sort of like meter that measures all the music, and
they'll have some sort of some sort of guidance booklet as well.
They would, because realistically, with all the songs that are put out there, there's not going to be one master of music listening to it all. They're going to have interns and stuff filling in, so they're going to have to give them a foolproof way to decide. So they probably do have some sort of tool that measures the music and tells them, basically.
They'll also probably have their sort of like a music bible, because music's been around forever.
Yeah.
Now, the person who first decided what was music, many thousands of years ago, probably isn't able to tell us what's music anymore. Because I'm guessing he probably doesn't exist, or she, or it. Might have been a dinosaur. Who knows? Wrote it on a little rock. So obviously they've passed it down to generations.
That's what the Rosetta Stone one was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, there was links about that, but then
talking about the music.
I think it might have been proven wrong.
So was it Rosetta who came up with the first now that's what I call music?
Nah, because Rosetta is the name of the stone. It could have been the stone.
That's what I'm saying. Was it the stone?
Well, no one knows where the stone came from. Just appeared one day.
Who named the stone, or did the stone tell the people its name, or is it written on there somewhere?
We'd have to go back and find out who was the first person to tell people about the stone. You have to trace the origins of the stone. But just to let you know, if it does turn out the Rosetta Stone was not to do, we've wasted a lot of time here.
Yeah, we've committed heavily to the Rosetta Stone to find out that
it's got nothing
it was
to do with
put there by Rosetta and it's nothing to do with music.
Yeah,
it's just no, I've told everyone I put this here. There's no mystery, and it's definitely not about music.
So I'm thinking maybe it's not the best.
Yeah,
use of our time.
We're probably best off sticking with the musical authorities initially, rather than going on a goose chase after the Rosetta Stone.
Jackie might know quite a bit of information on it.
His expertise lies in post-internet, though, and while I think his knowledge is vast, music was around before the internet.
Yeah, but he can help research. He we can still get him on board. We can.
I'm saying there's no harm in getting him on board, but I don't think we'll get a black and white answer. Yeah. He's just going to be able to we can consult him on
I was thinking more we could use him for kind of narrowing down our searches and potentially getting him to rule out wild goose chases. One good one to get him to check was what's Rosetta Stone got to do with music.
Yeah.
Because he might be able to just go, that's got nothing to do with straight away. It says right here, actually, on the internet.
On the first page of Google is the Rosetta Stone, actually, because we don't do it alphabetically.
You've got a blind search it there. You've got blind yourself, search something, and then it will come up with the Rosetta Stone. Now, you won't know, because obviously you've just blinded yourself, so you've got to work in pairs. You've got to get your best seeing eye dog or best friend.
And get pairs.
And get some pairs.
Get my pair costume again.
Yeah, got search pairs. Search pairs. Okay, so we'll get the music authority involved. I'll ask Jackie for some help. I think we definitely need to... Okay, you said trends change.
Mm-hmm.
So what might now be the worst song ever written might not be considered the worst song at the time?
Oh yeah, for sure. We can only like assess it from a current view, because obviously, times change, trends change, attitudes change. So exactly what you said, what would have been a terrible song 10 years ago would be maybe a hit now, or the other way around.
Okay.
So that
does make it a little bit easier, because otherwise we'd have to go back to and see how...
I suppose you could look at it subjectively. What is subjectively the worst song ever written? So, the lyrics bad. What's that one with That
Blue Aberdeen.
No, that's a banger as well.
Barbecue.
That Morissette, Alanis Morissette, is it? Ironic, where everything she describes isn't irony at all, and I think she misunderstands what the word ironic means. I think one of them is it's like rain on your wedding day. That's not ironic. I don't think you understand what irony is.
Maybe she was asking for help, but no one was listening. She was like, if I put it in a song, maybe someone will answer. She was hoping to get some answers. no one listened to the words properly and just thought, oh man, this is a bad.
Oh, so she was basically going, is this ironic?
Yeah, she was asking
I don't understand what the
question.
word means. So if it rains on my wedding day, is that irony? No, it's not.
And she probably just liked talking in song, like earlier on when I started singing Angry Oats for no reason.
That's fair.
I was just singing it.
Well, I think I wonder if anyone ever got back to her. Maybe we should ask her. Did anyone ever get back to you about the irony
Oh,
thing?
you know what? She's probably still waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We could be the first ones to answer a question.
She's probably literally checking her phone every day to someone message her and say, look, no, none of that's irony.
Every time her phone goes off, she's like, oh. Dad. What are you doing, man? You know I'm waiting on an important text.
I've been waiting for 20 years.
I haven't told you about texting me on my burner phone. Oh, man, she's probably waiting to get rid of that burner phone as well. She just wants it to be done with.
She only got it as a pay-as-you-go as well, and she's like, I'm going to get rid of this in a week, and she's still got this phone.
Remember the pay-as-you-go deals where if you wanted to receive certain types of messages, like picture messages,
MMSs.
you had to pay as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait a minute, someone's sending me a picture
I've got to
message.
pay it's like a reverse charge text.
And I was just like, no wonder she's been topping up this phone constantly. People are just sending her pictures of irony things. She's not understanding it. She's like, I'll accept that. Oh, this is not what I want.
This phone's cost me thousands.
Yeah. It's good that she made some money off the song. That was a question. Woo. That has been a wild roller coaster for her. And she still just wants to know.
She still just wants to know.
Mad. She probably got fed up of asking. That's probably why she didn't keep asking.
Well, she didn't have to keep asking because she's recorded it and made the song, so the song keeps getting played, and every time the song's played, the question's being asked. It's just nobody's answering because they're just listening to this tune.
Do you reckon that was a full list of the things that she wanted answers on if they're
no,
ironic?
yeah, so basically she obviously misunderstood, or she was writing like a paper on
thesis.
irony, yeah. And she was going, is this irony? Is this? I need some answers. I need some help. And because obviously when she wrote the song, Google wasn't really a thing, or she had no other outlet to ask people. So she's like, I'm going to write a song. Going to ask loads of people if these situations are ironic, and then I can get my paper done. And she's still just sitting on this.
That is a good way, because they do say, when you've got to survey a bunch of people, she was actually being quite smart. She was like, oh, well, rather than going around surveying individual people,
yeah, I can write a song.
And then it just hits thousands in one go, and they'll
all
obviously all get back to me.
My guess is every time you hear that song played, she's paying for it. She's gone, I'm going to give it another go. Can you play my song? I still haven't heard back. Can you just give it another play?
No wonder that pay-as-you-go phone is really killing the budget. She's got to use it to get the radios to replay it. Yeah, I think she had the smart idea of, if I just do it as a song, it's a massive survey, everybody's going to start texting me that day with answers, and I'll use it in my thesis. No one's got back to her. Has she even written a paper?
No.
No wonder she hasn't got a master's.
No, exactly. She's still waiting to get this thesis written on irony.
Man. If anything, that is ironic.
That is ironic. I was going to say, yeah. That is.
That was amazing, yeah. That's ironic itself. Oh, wow. Oh, there you go. That's kind of answered your question for you.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't answered the question we got asked, but we've helped her out.
It's also not answered any of the things she thought was ironic, but if you can understand what we've just said there, that is
put that in your paper.
That is an example of irony. Oh,
that's a really good paper on irony.
That's amazing. Do you reckon we should write? We get a master's in irony?
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, I think Alanis would be absolutely mad with us.
Oh, she'd be fuming.
Because no one else has got it yet, and she was going to be the first.
Yeah.
It's taken this long.
This long.
We just write it
and then we just do it.
We write it in 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, she'd come for us. She'd get on the Angry Oats straight away.
Oh, we definitely got to make sure we're checking the subscriptions to Angry Oats, because if we notice someone's ordering them through a burner phone, it's probably Alanis. Oh, these orders keep coming through a burner. Is this you, Alanis?
No.
We got to send her a picture of something we think is ironic, and then if she gets a bit angry, we'll know it's her.
Yeah.
Because anybody else will just be like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
it's ironic.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. The worst song that was ever written.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
See, that's actually probably one of the best songs ever written. It's just unfortunate that she never got her answer.
Yeah, it's just badly received.
I was going to say, is it something that stands the test of time? But no, it's the current trend.
Yeah, it would always have to be, because, as you said...
So what's trending now?
I don't know, we're too old to understand that.
Are Havianas trending still?
What?
Probably not then.
What's that?
It's a type of flip-flop.
Well, I can't wear flip-flops, so that's pointless.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you don't know what's trending. The whole point of it being trending is that everybody knows what it is. It's trending.
Well, no, it's definitely not trending then, because I don't know what it is. I see a lot of clouds, and people are always talking about the cloud. So maybe clouds are trending.
Yeah, no, I think it was trending a few years back. I think now it's just on a steady saying.
Okay, it's just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like roads.
Yeah, like if you were... Maybe if you pull that one
everyone knows about it, but no one really cares.
What's happening in the world of today?
I don't know. People dance a lot on the internet. Cats. Cats are always about.
Yeah. Dog videos.
There's that one where the dog was skateboarding. That's quite odd, though.
Yeah, that would have been a good one, though.
Yeah.
What's a currently... It's got to be something to do with an animal, surely?
Yeah, I think
animals are always
Animals are always a safe bet as to what's popular. They stand the test of time. So the worst song ever written can't be about animals because automatically it would be in the midfield. So what's the opposite?
Okay, yeah. So I see what you're doing. You're generally thinking of stuff that might be trending now, and we can negate that.
Yeah, but no. Also, what's the opposite of animals?
Soil.
Yeah. So are there any songs about soil?
What's Cotton Eye Joe about?
It's soil adjacent.
Where do you come from? Where do you go? I come from Cotton Eye Joe. Nah, that's not
it's got a catchy tune though.
Yeah. If you can remember it, it's probably done pretty well. Probably not the worst song ever in. What songs are there about? Oh. What's that? Oh, I've got it. That Jay-Z song, Dirt Off My Shoulder. Soil? It's just got soil on his shoulder, he's just trying to wipe it off.
I don't know the song.
Ah. Maybe it wasn't considered music then. Because you would know it because it would be.
That's a good point.
I thought I had it.
Should we have a look and see what now? That's what I call music. Close enough.
And then put in -dirt.
Okay. 1983 they started. Are they still a thing?
No way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Would you one? Would you? We are due and now that's what I call music.
This year. Oh, look at the release dates. They do it all over. Oh, look. That's odd. See, they do quite a few a year.
Well, maybe they do try to keep it down to a number then, but then
it's 3 a year.
Yeah, they must have. There must be more music than we thought.
Well, they do it. I was going to say quarterly, but it's not. It's thirdly.
Yeah, thirdly. Strange, every 4 months.
Why wouldn't they just do one every 3 months? Madness.
Maybe there's not enough music.
So is this a full list, or is it just a full list of the first one?
Yeah, this is annoyingly just the first one. Yeah. But most of these are bangers, to be fair.
I think it'll be something that's more
recent.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have originally started. Now that's what I call music for no reason, unless they wanted people to understand what music was.
Oh, okay. This is United States. Oh man. So well, obviously different countries have different ones because it's subjective, isn't it? This is annoying. This makes it even more difficult because obviously what might be music in the UK and Ireland isn't necessarily music in the States because oh man.
How are we going to separate that then?
Yeah, this is a big ask. This is a lot more work than we thought.
Okay, think about it like this then. What if you were a member of the planet Earth and you had your membership card and you were able to go to the cinema because you got a membership card of Earth, or you were able to go to HMV in any country? Yeah. What would you consider something that is super not trending, something awful, something bad? Crime.
Do you know what I think? That Friday song by Rebecca Black, that's considered a pretty bad song.
What is it with you and this song?
It's a bad song.
I don't think that's actually the worst song. This is basically the same as Craig David's song. What's his song called?
I don't know.
7 Days.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not the worst song in the world.
This is pretty bad.
Oh, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying what I meant to say was I don't think that's the worst song in the world. Look how happy you are as well. Look at you loving it. You just wanted to watch the song. You're like, oh, you know what? Let's watch it, and I'll make you watch it. And look at you sitting there grinning away like a little chuckle monster. If you had a glass of milk and a cookie right now, you'd be living the best life. Well, Friday's a good day.
It's not a good song.
What's a really rubbish day? Wednesday.
I don't think there's a song called Wednesday.
Okay, so we can't go with the idea that's soil anymore now, can we? It's got to be something that is considered awful in every country. We're going to have to go more simplistic then, like crime.
Or Nazis.
Yeah, no one likes Nazis.
Exactly, so is there a song...
How about just general, no one likes terrorists, so no one likes terrorism?
Nah, because I reckon there's some countries out there who are on board with terrorism. I'm not pointing no fingers on nothing, because even the Germans hate Nazis. I think Nazis...
Yeah, but there's people out there that like Nazis. Neo-Nazis.
Yeah.
Nazi followers.
But they're not...
Their opinion's not valid.
Their opinion's not valid. And also, I don't think they're just linked to a single country. I think there's people like that all over the world, whereas I think you could isolate a few countries who are pro-terrorism out there.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think there's any... What about Genghis Khan?
Nah.
He was worse.
He's alright.
Got Pol Pot.
Who?
No one likes him.
I don't know who that is.
He was a dictator as well.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'd say Trump, but there's a few. There's
Yeah,
more,
no,
there's more
exactly,
people.
yeah.
There's more people that like
plenty
Trump.
of people out there who like Trump, yeah. I think a song like...
All the people that like Trump pretty much like Nazis.
But then, the problem is if we say, well...
Yeah, but there's going to be no songs about Nazis either, I just realised.
No, but that's the thing. If there was a song about Nazis, is the song just going to be about how bad they are? And then that obviously isn't the worst song ever written, because that's it's factual.
Did the Nazis have their own song? Because that would probably be the worst song ever written.
They probably did.
If we can find out what that song was.
But was it on that? That's what I call music.
Oh, because then it wouldn't be considered music. Oh my god. Okay. Oh man. So we got... Okay. Maybe something that is on Now That's What I Call Music and was written by someone
who
Nazi. Later turned out to be a Nazi. That's probably going to be the worst song ever written.
That's going to be...
because by saying you like the song, you're saying you like Nazis.
Yeah, but that's going to take a lot of work for us to find that song.
Nah, just Google songs written by Nazis and then cross-reference it to Now That's What I Call Music, which is essentially, you know, we did say it wasn't going to be an easy go about it. This is a tough question.
Was anybody in Steps a Nazi?
I don't know, but a lot of their stuff did get onto Now That's What I Call Music. It wasn't that great. H had blonde hair and blue eyes, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Do you have blue eyes?
I think so. If you're blonde, the odds of you having...
That's the rules.
That's the rules.
Have a look. If he's got blue eyes, I'm pretty sure whatever he's done then.
Oh, he was in Steps, wasn't he? H
Yeah.
Steps. Oh, he looks like such a nice guy, though. Can we really call this guy a Nazi? He has got blue eyes.
Has he?
Yeah.
It's brown.
No, they're blue. Are you blind?
Yes, obviously I blinded myself earlier when you were doing your pairs. Why do you keep clicking on the picture and make it smaller?
No, because you'd think if you click a picture, you'd make it bigger, but it's like you click the picture. Okay, they're blue.
What about that other girl that's got blonde hair? She looked like she had blue eyes too. Maybe it was a whole unit. Maybe that's why they split up. Once the other guys found out that they were in cahoots with Nazis. Ooh, you know who else did Adam Ricketts.
I don't know who Adam Ricketts is.
He used to be in, and he did one song, and he looks like a bit of a Nazi.
This guy?
Yeah, he's got blue eyes.
He looks shady as hell.
He's got brown eyes. It looks like someone superimposed his face on top of Bowie. This guy, Adam Rickett. I Breathe Again. Have you heard the song?
I don't think so.
Oh, please listen to it. This was so bad. This is worse than that. But actually, I don't know if it's that bad. Ready to have your ears insulted.
This is weird.
I told you.
I don't know.
And he's probably just got contacts in. You can skip forward. And how dodgy is this video as well?
Yeah. Oh no, man, this is quite good.
No,
It's catchy.
It is not at all.
It's catchy.
No way.
I like it. It's catchy. I like this.
Oh, okay, never mind then. But if he turns out to have been a Nazi, you're basically saying you like Nazi music.
Well, sometimes you have to put your town into the fields.
Sometimes you got to get your swastika on. Who else is a musician that is potentially going to be a Nazi? Which musicians look like Nazis? Past, present, or future?
Well, if we isolate it to Germany, what German groups or artists are there? David Hasselhoff?
Loads of Germans ditched the country, didn't they, once?
Yeah, but I mean,
Has David Hasselhoff... Yeah, but he's not a Nazi supporter. He was on top of that Berlin Wall trying to knock it down on his own. He was like, look, man, I've done Baywatch, I can do this.
Okay. But Hoobastank from Germany? It's a very German word, isn't it? Hoobastank. Oh, it's American. Just sounds like a German word.
It's not so easy, is it?
There's just too many songs. I think we'll have to consult the authorities on it and get a short list.
Well, we can't leave our avid listeners.
No, but we can put a placeholder.
That's what I'm saying. Should we throw something in a placeholder?
But we might have to revisit.
Maybe we'll do 2 so that people listen to it. They'll know that we're not settled. You put Rebecca Black's Friday.
No, I might change my mind. I might say.
Don't put Ironic by Alanis Morissette. She's already got beef with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick on her. Don't worry. I might say Whitney Houston. Has she got one called The Bodyguard? Was that the film?
The film's called The Bodyguard. I don't know. Is it I'll Always Love You or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty rubbish song.
Nah, it did so well. No.
Yeah,
There's
but
no way.
The Titanic did well and that sank, so you can't.
No, it didn't do well because it sank.
No, it sank on its maiden voyage. In its career as a ship, it did well. Fair enough, it fell at the last hurdle, but then it still did well. It's still a commercially successful.
No, it fell on its first voyage.
Oh, sorry, yeah, on its final voyage, not its maiden voyage. Yeah,
its first voyage.
Reverse maiden voyage.
So basically, it was rubbish. Yes.
No, because it was commercially successful across its career.
I thought it was a brand new ship.
Well, no, because it wouldn't be doing its last.
I didn't think it was its last one. I thought that was its very first journey. It was just the first of its kind.
Nah, I'm sure.
Like.
Oh no, yeah, during a maiden voyage, yeah, from Southampton. Oh, okay, so maybe it wasn't a successful ship.
You nailed it.
Oh no. Yeah, but it sold like tickets.
How about? Isn't there a song about the Titanic that Celine Dion sings? What if the Titanic didn't do that well?
Ooh.
Surely the song, technically, by proxy. My Heart Will Go On.
Oh yeah, this song sucks as well.
It's real slow. It's almost like a kick in the teeth to the ship.
Yeah, I reckon this.
It's a good shout, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good shout. And this
Also,
this would definitely have been on now. That's what I call music.
I also think it's a bit rude that she sang a song about a sinking ship.
Yeah,
and she wasn't even talking about the sinking ship or anybody else on it. She was talking about two chumps from a film.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good shout. Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On.
And I wouldn't be surprised if she had some sort of German background. Look at her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to put this in as the placeholder. For now. Yeah,
we'll do it for now, and then obviously if we need to come back to it, if we can find an answer.
Yeah, but yeah, for now, Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On will have to be the worst song ever written.
You're going to have to sort yourself out. She's going to have to come out with some bangers now just to make up for it.
Has she got any bangers?
I think this is probably her most popular song.
I don't think I can name any Celine Dion songs, to be fair. Yeah, none of these.
Who sings that? You Don't Impress Me Much.
Shania Twain.
No. The Power of Love? Did she sing this originally?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, I think she did. I actually like this more than I like Your Heart Will Go On.
God, this is rubbish. Has she got any good songs?
Go back and when you type Celine in, and I'll let you know. She's got. There you go. Best songs.
Okay.
Power of Love, though. Go on. See, the Power of Love was she's singing a French song.
Yeah, she's Canadian, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. I still reckon she's got some sort of German in her. She's too tall to just be Canadian.
Yeah, I reckon anything by Celine Dion, to be fair. I don't even restrict it to Power of Love. Or
no, but don't forget, not all of her songs would have made it.
That's
she considers this music, but the authority doesn't necessarily.
Whereas I think My Heart Will Go On, that'll be on one of them.
What? Yeah, I mean, you probably search that now, but I mean, we'll get a definitive answer to you.
Yeah.
You know, we do need to confirm this because I feel it was something that kind of came about right at the end there. I'd like to make sure we, if we're going to condemn a song, let's make sure we're right.
Oh yeah, before we get it removed from the music lists.
Which is even worse than that Rebecca Black song, so I told you it's not the worst song.
Yeah, that's fair. I was wrong.
You were kind of almost there with Adam Ricketts, and then he just came back with the chorus.
You said Adam Ricketts, not me.
Huh?
You said Adam Ricketts.
Yeah, but you were like, oh, I don't know about this. Like,
but then he started banging, and I was like,
I still don't think it was banging, but I see where you're coming from. I totally forgot about that part. I just remember it being really weird, and I always remember the video.
Yeah, the video is strange. It's definitely one to watch with your eyes closed. But yeah, for now, Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, I think is that's what we're going to put our tokens on.
Yeah, man, that was a hard question.
No, it was a very hard question, and we might have to revisit it, and once we've spoke to the authorities on the matter, change it. But I think for now,
I mean, if you are in a rush to find out, let us know, and we can we'll fax you. But yeah. if you can wait, then I'm sure it'll come up again.
And we need to get in touch with Alanis, whatever her name is, Morissette.
Is
it Alanis Morissette?
Well, we don't need to. We gave you the answer on here.
She might not listen.
Come on. She sat by her phone.
Yeah, but it's an old phone, bro. It hasn't got access to the internet.
Actually, good point. She won't be listening because if she listens to anything, she's going to not hear when her phone goes off.
Yeah.
So if anything, she watches everything in silence. She needs to hear her phone go off.
Even if you try and boil the kettle, she's like, "Can you turn that goddamn kettle off, please?"
Yeah. We told you about boiling the kettle indoors.
Yeah.
Go outside and boil a kettle outside. What do you think? We got a TP stove outside? You got to boil a kettle by. Old school. Yeah, she didn't like any noise.
Nope.
She lives in a completely silent soundbox.
Maybe that's why she's released no more songs.
Maybe. I think. I mean, I'd go as far as to think that she's maybe found a way to try to get. Oh no, it's an old burner phone. I was going to say to get it connected to all the sound systems in the house, so when it goes off, she'll hear it.
Well, she has, but it's just a series of wires.
Well, I was going to say it's probably just a cone. You know, when you put it in a bucket.
Yeah.
But she got a real big one. Okay, sorted.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. We're coming up to our schedule, our quota. We've got 50 seconds before the ship just turns off, so we've got to wrap it up.
And I've got to quickly hand the shake weight thing up before the ship.
So yeah, you know where we are. Hit us up. Send us a fridgie.
Yeah, send us a fidget spinner.
Yeah, send us 3 fidget spinners.
Oh, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I couldn't say it. I didn't.
Okay.
I approached it and I was like, oh.
We need to go. You need to lie down.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye bye.